Happy 2024, loves! We made it. Today's reading, I made this deck called Tarot Time to see what time it is for you. So we'll see what time is it for you for this 2024. What's going to be going on? So pick number 1, number 2, or number 3. This is the stone. It is the last crystal piece of that quartz heart that's broken. That's interesting that I chose this one. What do I do with the other piece? I know it's on one of my decks somewhere. I can't remember what I did with it. Anyway, final heart piece. So, first off, I'm going to say pieces falling into place. Receiving back some energy someone may have taken from you. Definitely a tower moment at some point during the year or few. Get ready to crack open your brain like a shell to kind of get to know some new knowledge that maybe you didn't know before. Seen like a crown on someone's head, so definitely some crown chakra awakenings going on. Some of you have already done this process or are in this process or about to be in this process. You'll know based on your situation. Just really breaking through some of the challenges that held you back the year before. Some of you might be moon manifestors here. And I feel like you'll have more of a sense of clarity of who you really are and what you're really going for as compared to before. So that's your stone. That's the energy I'm picking up for this reading. Alright, pick number 1, number 2, or number 3. We'll get 2 for number 1, 2 for number 2, and 2 for number 3. So 2 for number 1. They're 2024. Maybe the 24th is significant for you. What will number 1's 2024? What time is it for them in their 2024? That is so many. I'm kind of feeling these two, if I'm honest. So we'll go with these two. And what time is it for number 2 for their 2024? Time for number 2 in 2024. Number 2, you could be taking it slower. I had 2 that stayed face up and 2 that fell on the ground. I'm actually going to take the 2 that fell because you're the one with the tower moment, and we're going to see what tower moment, what great big revelation time it'll be for you. That's exciting. Some people don't like tower moments. I like them because it's like, whoa, I had an aha moment. That's all a tower moment really is. Number 3, what time is it? I heard time to shine. Maybe you're determined for it to be your year. Number 3 in 2023. Alright, everyone got a bunch of cards. I'm actually going to take these first 2. Oh, these first 2. That third one wanted to creep up in there, number 3. And then what time is it for my beautiful collective? I'll get 1 card. And then we'll use bottom of the deck. I kind of felt it was that one because it tried to hop out of my hand. Kind of like that mushroom wanted to hop on out of its spot. You can stay. I know you can do it. There we go. All right. Your time for this 2024. What time is it for you? Are you number 1, number 2, or number 3? We'll start with number 1. We have hours, fall, personal power, air sign, honesty, Knight of Swords is your tarot card, and your affirmation is, I am always honest. I am always honest with myself. I'm always honest with others. I'm not afraid of the truth, and I will deliver it however feels best for me. So it's all about your personal power and being true to yourself regardless of others. And even if other people feel like you're giving them a knife or giving them the knife, that's simply their own perception. If people feel hurt by you standing up for yourself, now it's one thing if you're unnecessarily cruel and ugly about it, but chances are you're only being that way because you've had it, right? And you can only take so much. You're being called to, when you don't like something or someone, you immediately let them know, or you immediately do something about it, rather than letting it build up inside you and create a distrust within yourself, a distrust for others. So that's what time it is for part of your 2024. And then we have weeks, spring, work, fire sign, ambition. Queen of Wands is your tarot card, and your affirmation is, I am full of ambition. I am so full of ambition. I always go after the things I want. I always plan things and go after them because I'm determined to make them happen. So really making things work for you, finding a way to make things happen, even if the odds seem against you, to push through anyway, because you won't regret the results of your efforts. So I would say overall for you, just to really go after what your heart desires, what your mind wants, what your body needs, what your soul is craving. Be ambitiously honest and honestly go for your ambitions. You could be an air sign or a fire sign. Springtime or fall time could be significant to you. You can expect something significant to happen between a set amount of weeks or a set amount of hours. So in a set amount of hours, you're going to have to be honest with someone. And in a set amount of weeks, you're really just going to have the opportunity to really go do something, and you're being called to answer that call. So this is what I have for you, number 1, and this is what time it is for you for your 2024. Many blessings, number 1. Number 2, we have weeks, spring, work, fire sign message. I am getting the message I waited for is your affirmation, and your tarot card is the Page of Wands. I feel like you've been waiting patiently for an opportunity, for either a job or with a certain person, or just, I'm kind of getting like you're waiting for some kind of new opportunity to burst into your life. And I feel like maybe you've been working towards your goals, and you've been very patient, and you're wondering how patient you have to be. And this is the year where you're going to get that message that you want, that confirmation that you need, that opportunity. It's happening. So that's your first message. Your second message is days, summer, relationships, water sign, fun job. I have so much fun at my job. Page of Cups. You have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Interesting. I have so much fun at my job is your affirmation. So it's funny I mentioned it could be a person or it could be a job opportunity. They both pop up in this card, so I guess I kind of read the energy of the card behind it. So I have so much fun at my job. I get paid to be me. I get paid to do the things that I love. You could be a water sign or a fire sign. Summer or spring could be significant for you. This one says work, this one says work. So definitely expect your work relationships with people to improve, to get a better reputation when it comes to career, and to get an opportunity to have more fulfillment when it comes to how you view hard work. I honestly feel like even if you don't change jobs, you're changing your mindset when it comes to the job you have, to the point to where it takes less stress off you mentally and you're able to deal with hardships at work much more easily, and it's almost like you don't see the hard times anymore. I'm actually seeing someone like at the beach on a hot summer day just like enjoying the rays. It's almost like even when things turn up the heat at work, you're just gonna be sitting there chilling, basking in it, like, what, I've done this before. So I honestly kind of feel like you're bossing up when it comes to work. So in a matter of weeks, expect some kind of positive message to come your way that you've been waiting for. And in a matter of days, expect your relationships or a fun job opportunity to pop up for you. So that's what time it is for you in 2024. Number 2, these are your messages. Many blessings. Number 3, before your pile, I kind of felt like taking a moment and taking a breath. If I'm honest, I kind of feel like 2023 was a little hard on you and you're just kind of really hoping that 2024 is better. You're like, it's gonna be better, please let it be better. That's really, like, I feel so hesitant about turning these cards over right now, and I know it's not my energy, it's definitely your energy. You're kind of worried about 2024 just because 2023 was hard on you, but if life wasn't hard on you, you wouldn't be the baddie that you are. Number 3, those who go through the worst of the worst come out on top always, because they're like, psh, I've been through way worse than this. Is this a joke? You'll see someone complaining about how they lost a shoe or whatever, and you're like, well, I've had people steal my shoes, so whatever, you think that's a real problem. Number 3, you're over everyone complaining about their hardships when you don't even tell people you're going through like the worst of the worst, and you'll hear people complaining about things and you're like, really? That's what you're upset? That is what you're upset about? Like, if someone drops their food at the food court, they can just buy more. You went to buy food at the food court and it wasn't any good. You kind of feel like life has a tendency to kind of all of a sudden drop a bomb on you. Like, you'll start feeling kind of good. Okay, I got my food. It was pretty quick. And then you go to bite into it and you're like, oh, this is bad. This isn't any good. And rather than get in a fight with the people who made the food because you're like, they might spit in it or something, you're just like, you know what? Forget eating. Clearly the universe doesn't want me to eat right now. Like, you're so extra. Number 3, but I get it. I've been there. I have definitely been there. I know exactly your vibe. I can relate to that. I really can. Sometimes I'll look at people and I'll be like, yeah, rich people problems. It's like, oh no, I broke my phone case, guess I'll have to get another. And it's like, I'll be like, I designed this phone case for myself and created it from scratch and it's ruined and I'm not gonna make another one. Creative problems, am I right? I've done that. Like, I'll be in the middle of making some decks and they don't go the way I want. So I just scrap the whole thing. I don't even bother to finish it. I'll just completely start a new project. So I get it, number 3. Now on to your reading. Hopefully you find this slightly humorous. Alright, your time is Sagittarius, moving. Your affirmation is, I am always moving forward. And you have number 7, the Chariot. Honestly, number 3, I'm getting huge energy from you. Huge. And I'm getting chill bumps too. Wow. You really have moved through so many hardships. Dude, these chills are kicking my ass. You could be a Sagittarius. You could be someone who, despite your hardships, you're always moving forward, always pushing past it, because you're like, I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm not going to let this get in my way. I'm going to keep doing the things I need to keep doing in order to get to wherever the hell I want to be. You are a true go-getter, a true innovator, and that is really what I feel. And I feel like a lot of people have noticed this about you, maybe unaware to you. And people kind of want to help you move up in the world because you've helped them change perspective when it comes to hardships. I feel like unbeknownst to you, people have seen you have some hard times. People have seen you fall down. But the thing is you don't sit in it. You don't sit there and be miserable like, oh, it's so awful. Oh, I don't know what to do. No, you're like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna do something else. Like, you literally, like, moving on. I don't have time for this. I only have the one life and I want to make it fucking fantastic. This is bullshit. You might probably cuss a lot. I'm trying to get better on my cussing, but sometimes the energies I pick up don't help. I was doing so well too. Alright, so people are seeing you going places. Expect to level up in the world, like, in general. Like, when it comes to your status, like how people view you, like, people might have viewed you someone who was kind of like too busy for them, or you think you're so good, too busy for me, when it's like, no, I just have goals and ambitions and I just want to get it done. And then you come out and you have like 10 projects completed, and all those people who talk crap about you, they're just like, I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth right now because I had no idea they were doing all of that, and they were so nice to me. They're like, oh, I really do have a lot to do. And you didn't tell these people you're doing 10 projects at a time, because it's not like they were gonna help you with it. It's not like they're putting in that kind of effort. You're like, I'm gonna do this because I got this, and you're just gonna get in my way. So kudos to you, number 3. You bossing up. You bossing up. That's what time it is. It's time for people to see your boss up. Alright, and then we have Aquarius. It's so funny that Aquarius came out. Like, Aquarius is known for innovation, so you've got Sagittarius and Aquarius. So you could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, or an air sign, Aquarius. Shocking moment. And your affirmation is, my shocking moments are amazing. 16. The Tower. You got the Tower card. I mentioned how I think it was you I said is going to have like a tower moment. I can't remember who it was, but I think it's funny I said tower moment, and you actually got tower. So, like I said, literally this just confirms everything I said. You shock the hell out of people with what you go through, and how you don't sit there and feel sorry for yourself. How you're like, you know what? Screw that then. I'm gonna do something else. Like, people are shocked by the moves you make, and they're gonna be so much more shocked by the moves you make. Expect for a lot of people to see you for who you really are, and wanting to give you opportunities to literally, like, shock and awe the world. Like, I'm talking big opportunities, not small time crap. Like, oh no, I dropped those. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take that as a confirmation. Like, literally, I never knock over my cards ever while I'm reading, but I just like I knocked over this whole stack. Like, I heard expect to be getting like stacks of money, but like your whole damn life's gonna change, number 3. For real though. Maybe you used to be someone who used to sit in despair and you realize that's not going to get me anywhere. Or you would sit there and cry all day long and then you'd be like, well, my tears are helping me heal, but I want to forget all this and I want to do something else with my life. So I'm just going to go run. I'm just going to go travel. Like, you trick your mind into changing itself, if I'm honest, number 3. And what I mean by that is you do so much, you don't always give your mind the chance to process everything. And if it's an emotion you don't like, you just move on to the next. Like, you could be feeling so depressed and then you eat like 10 ice cream cones and you're like, wow, I'm so full, that was so effing good, but I'm probably gonna get like hella fat and I gotta work out a lot. Like, you go from feeling so sad about something to overwhelming yourself with something else. What I would say to be careful of in number 3 is don't trick yourself too much or too often, or you'll get too overwhelmed and you won't know what you're feeling. And you might get to the point to where you completely disconnect with your emotions. What you're doing is amazing and you're going to be given more amazing things, but the universe really does want you to sometimes take a whole day to process those emotions. Yes, you figured out that life hack where you can switch from one to the next, but for your mental stability and, being able to connect with yourself and others, if nothing else, at least when you're in those emotions, do like some form of meditation, like really sit in those emotions, even for like 10 minutes, because I'm kind of getting the vibe like you won't even sit in those emotions for 10 minutes. You probably sometimes don't even give yourself 5. Like, you're being asked to really sit in your emotions for at least 5-10 minutes. Meditate, if nothing else, even if you don't want to see yourself have these emotions or feel them. They're coming up for a reason. They are very necessary. So your biggest advice, number 3, is yes, keep pushing, keep innovating. Yes, it's going to be amazing, but make sure you stop to feel everything so you know what you're feeling. Because I'm kind of getting, maybe you complete cycles, or maybe you've been in similar situations and it's partially because you don't recognize similar emotions in similar situations, people, places, things. You're like, I feel this emotion, but I'm not sure what it is. And sometimes it's your body trying to tell you something, but because you're so busy moving along so quickly, it doesn't always have time to process it, to tell your mind what it is, or for your mind to tell your body what it is. So definitely 5-10 minutes every time, at least once a day. Sit in your body, sit in your emotions. Do that when you wake up, at least, so you can process everything before the day starts. Like, you can process whatever it is you've dreamed about. Your dreams could be very shocking and significant for you at this time, and if they are, this is definitely for you. If you've had like some really shocking, weird dreams and you're like, what was that? It's just you constantly pushing and not processing things on a daily, so you're being forced to process them in your sleep, and it makes you wake up confused and bewildered, and like life doesn't make sense. You feel bewildered. You don't quite feel yourself. There go the fairies messing with my lighting again. I tell you what, man, those fairies, they're tricksters. You guys are crazy. Why won't you let me have my lights out of curiosity? See? I'm just gonna say that's a confirmation for you to sit in things, take a moment in your darkness, in your light, whatever it is you're feeling. That is what I have for you. Number 3, huge things coming for you. Number 3, many blessings. Number 3. I'll just set these right here, Tommy. Many blessings to you all. If you stayed for the collective, what time is it for my beautiful collective? We have Aries, career satisfaction. Your affirmation is, I love my job. The card is the Fool. So, you could have Aries in your chart, you could be a fire sign, or you could be really passionate about a brand new job opportunity. This is about following your passions and finding ways for it to help you make money. I'm going to take that as a confirmation. They didn't mess with my lighting until number 3, so I'm going to blame number 3 on this one. You guys, I didn't put that stone there. I don't know why you felt the need to put it there, but I will use it for this reading to put it back where I want it. Fairies, right? Always moving stuff out of place. And then we have days, summer, relationships, water sign, partnership. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Hello, fill your own cup, honey. Your affirmation is, I work well with others. So, this year is all about finding what people make you feel good, feel loved, feel supported, feel happy. What kind of work you can do for yourself, for others, for the world that makes you feel happy and secure, and appreciating yourself for the kind of work you give. Sometimes we do jobs and we work 12-hour day shifts and we still don't feel good about ourselves because that job is not fulfilling for us and people aren't appreciative of it, and we don't appreciate ourselves even if others don't appreciate us. So remember, even if others don't appreciate you, appreciate yourself for the time and effort that you put into everything, and really know that if someone doesn't make you feel good about yourself, who cares? It's all about how you make you feel, and honestly, that person probably doesn't really like themselves and they're just taking it out on you. They don't like their life, they don't like themselves. I'm gonna take that as a confirmation. You guys keep messing with my lights hardcore. It's because of the rock thing, isn't it? I'm sure it is. They're very sensitive fairies. And I promised I'd play with them today. I haven't played with you yet, but I will after this, I promise. So, pay attention to what makes you happy, not what makes you unhappy. Pay attention to people who give you effort like you give effort. Pay attention to how hard you work and what you do every day and appreciate yourself for it. That is what it is the time for my beautiful collective. So, this is what time it is for my beautiful collective. I hope you enjoyed my cute little cards that I made with all the little details and affirmations. And many blessings to you all. And until next time, love, Magi Goddess.